I'm with Nick now because most of the area is under the threat for some flooding.
Yes, and we're starting to see a cluster of very slow-moving downpours marching through the hill country and a fairly rare level 3 out of 4 flash flooding threat for much of the hill country, all of the Austin metro and our eastern counties. It's a little harder for us to pinpoint the last time that we had a 3 out of 4 threat. There's some data that gets stored by the National Weather Service that's easy to look up. Data about the threat level for flooding is not as easy to find, but from some of the data that we can gather, it looks like it's been a few years since we've had this level 3 out of 4 flash flooding threat. I do want to bring this back to your attention. I just showed you the flood watch here a few moments ago. Well, the National Weather Service has just decided to expand the flood watch now to include more counties here in Central Texas, as the threat for flash flooding is actually extending to areas previously thought that they may see some of the lower end rainfall amounts. It's now looking a bit more likely that we see some of those higher rainfall amounts in areas previously not under the flood watch, which does continue until tomorrow evening. So now the flood watch includes Llano, Gillespie, Blanco, Hays, and Caldwell counties, with the rest of our counties originally included in this flood watch. Here's how the storms look from our Llano County camera. Of course, we've lost daylight, but you can see the flashes of lightning every 2 or 3 seconds from our camera positioned in Llano. We basically have this upper level low spinning right on top of Texas now. And with the slow motion of these storms, that's why we could get some pretty torrential rainfall rates, because these storms aren't moving through and out of any one area. Still quiet in the metro and our eastern counties, although we expect that changes as we get closer to midnight. Still, all the action, all the heavy rain is in the hill country from Llano to Gillespie County. Some lighter rain in Mason County, but we're starting to see some of that rain expanding into San Saba County. Our computer models have been very consistent, bringing the heavier rain into portions of the metro as we approach midnight. Say between 10 and midnight, the rain coverage should start to pick up, and it continues to do so into the early hours of tomorrow morning. Looks like midnight to about 5 or 6 in the morning should be the worst of this for the metro counties, with heavy rain starting to shift into our eastern counties after about 2 or 3, and still rounds of downpours and storms until about 7 or so, as that rain then starts to pull out and shift farther east with a slow drying trend through the morning. Very little opportunity for rain in the afternoon, but we'll keep a 10 to 20% chance of that later in the day. So that morning rain slowly ends, but the chance for a couple of spotty showers and storms in the afternoon, a high of 87. We've upped our rainfall expectations for the hill country now 1 to 3. Still thinking the 2 to 4 inches on track for the metro and parts of the eastern hill country and most of our eastern counties. But that plus sign means we could get some localized 5 or 6-inch rainfall amounts. I've lowered rainfall chances during the daylight hours of the day tomorrow because I think we'll get most of our rain through during the overnight hours, but still a lingering 20% rain chance for tomorrow afternoon. And then rain chances will keep going down over the coming days, just a 10% rain chance here by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So here's our first warning weather 7-day forecast. Even as the rain's wrapping up near daybreak tomorrow, there could be some lingering flooding still. Rain chances dropping into Father's Day weekend. Still a 20% chance though, both days of the weekend.